I'm assuming you guys are gonna like edit this shit and everything.
Oh, we'll definitely edit some of it.
Yeah. Blur my face though and keep the sweat.
Say that again.
This motherfucker on the hills.
Oh shit! Is that me?
Am I too loud?
It was on
Turn me down then.
It was on everybody. Say it again.
That motherfucker over hills. I kind of like an artist.
Well, that's that autism in him. He's like, that light gotta go hill.
That kind of like an artist. That I can hear myself echoing in this fucking
You acted like every retarded person does when they hear themselves for the first time right then. That's right. I didn't see that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are about to take a wild ride up in this mother effort tonight. I'm trying to hold back on the F words a little bit. Trying to.
It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be real hard.
Use them as commas.
We'll be hard during this conversation, I bet.
I am.
Stay tuned. Sitting here in between us and this fucking just, God, it's just the sexiest stuff. Look at that chest hair, the whole shebang. We have, now you can see the body, the clothes, and if all things go according to plan, you're not seeing his face. We're going to have to put a blur over him, and it's going to be a big blur because he got a monster head on him. And so, well, we ain't going to name him or nothing, but he is a sadist. So he's an actual sadist. Before we jump in, so we've been calling him, he's the dominatrix since we've been talking about doing this interview. And so we're just going to call him Dom because, that's just easy. He's got to have a name. We can't call him by his real name or nothing, but we got to call him something.
Trying to keep everything secret.
Yeah.
For legal reasons.
It's wild. And I knew this stuff existed. I didn't know it like this.
I didn't know shit. I never even thought about it.
So without actually introducing yourself, give us the most basic description of a sadist. Just starting off, right? Normally right now I would say, hey, promote what you'd want to promote and stuff like that. But if we're hiding you're not promoting shit. There ain't no links.
Yeah, I'm not going to link it to my OnlyFans just yet.
I guess this is a kind of a very hush-hush society. They don't want to,
Yeah. If it's out there, it's people doing it for the wrong reasons. I enjoy it because it's like a safe space to do the freakiest things on your mind and not be judged for it.
Yeah, but before that, we'll just start the very beginning. Let's get granular.
Okay.
I want to know very specifically. So like I said, Danny thought you worshiped the devil because he was dumber and shit. You know what I mean? But he didn't actually believe that. But
I kind of felt like that's what that was. How the fuck should I know? You said the sadist?
Tell us definition, Webster's dictionary. What is a sadist?
Oh shit!
One who loves inflicting pain on others.
I wasn't asking you, Dan. I knew you didn't have the answer. I knew you ain't seen a dictionary for years.
I got one in the basement. I just
it's a children's dictionary though.
It's a book called Green Eggs and Ham that I pretend to read when I'm on the bus.
So, sadist is someone who enjoys inflicting pain.
Yeah.
Well, this is clearly the next question is, because we got to set up the full typical thing that's brought up when you bring up sadist. Sadomasochism, right, is what it's called. So, if you're somebody that enjoys giving out pain, you have to hopefully link up with someone that's on the other end of that spectrum, which is a masochist.
Yeah.
That likes to receive pain.
Yeah, they literally get off by being hurt. And it is amazing.
Do you enjoy that too? Do you enjoy that part of it, or do you just enjoy inflicting?
Oh, I only enjoy inflicting. I do not like pain myself, but I love dealing it to people. It's satisfying as hell.
Scary as shit, dude. That's scary shit.
Well, here's the thing about that. Here's that's why it's such a. I can see why it's a little bit more of a hush hush, maybe society within there. Because you have to have consent. Has got to be a big thing in this environment. Like you know, when you're meeting people and you're going to do these things, you got to have some full ass consent to inflict pain upon somebody and not get in trouble.
Written consent.
I like getting written consent and even like having it like stamped and everything like official. I'm not joking. Like that's how intense some of the situations get for like my legal safety. I have to do that.
Well, how did you get?
He almost had something to say. He's like,
Do you have something?
No, nothing.
I want to know how you got started.
well, let's take
Exorbitant.
time out. Don't get there just yet. We're still setting up description. Let's describe what this is specifically.
Okay.
And the legalities within. So you've never been no situations where people get, what happens is there people get in trouble often or anything in that world? I'm not saying you specifically or anybody like that, but like what is the rate on like some shit going down because of being in that world?
I don't know the exact rate of people like getting hurt. Like
somebody calling the law and saying I actually didn't.
That is, I've met a lot of people that has had that happen to them. And that is what made me want to do the safe route with this, my safety and the other person's safety, because I don't want to take any chance of something happening and then it ruin my life for something that I was like told was consentful.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. You got to protect yourself in that way. It'd just be too easy to, because that's it's a wild lifestyle. We're gonna get into some of the stories and stuff like that. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna see all kinds of shit here over the next.
I get nervous choking a bitch.
Well, here's the thing about the violence part of it. Like everyone knows in my house, like the fun for me when I get violent with my wife and children.
Oh Jesus Christ!
is the non-consent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The consent.
Throwing your wife over the second story.
If she was into it, it wouldn't be no fun. You know what I mean?
Like if I use a fake name and stuff, then I don't need to do the legal.
Oh, so you just you know,
murder a bitch.
You just turned into Larry Holmes. You just turned into Larry Holmes with a motherfucker. Like, topical reference: Larry Holmes, champion from 77 to 85, 78 to 85, something like that.
Larry Holmes.
Topical, very topical. I'm there for this. So, yeah, no. Anyways, let's not shy away from the fact I just talked about beating my wife and children.
Yeah. Did they deserve it though?
I've seen it.
I felt like it.
Yeah, that's all that matters then.
I mean, I feel like I'm the one that decides the right and wrong in this
He's
house.
the decider.
I'm the decider.
Yeah, man of the house,
Decider.
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. I mean, sadomasochism.
Now
It's a
people's
thing.
not
It's
going
a
to
real
know if
thing.
this is a skit or if this is real.
No, we're
now,
having a real conversation here. This is a great conversation. I've never got.
Well, they don't think you're really beating your wife.
This is my first time having this conversation. This is already 10 times more time I've ever spent talking about sadomasochism in my life, and we got a long way to go. We got the rest of the hour to talk about this. See some things, learn some things, maybe do some things.
If you're lucky.
We're gonna get Dakota on here on some stuff for sure.
Yeah.
He's already interested. He was perking up when he seen some of that stuff earlier.
This entire time he's been licking his lips. So I know he's ready.
Behind the camera.
I can't wait to hear that and the distorted voice. He was licking his lips.
With some.
So okay, Danny, back to what your question was then, man. Like, so we've set it up. The legalities, you know. We say nowadays we don't kink shame or nothing, right? So I'm not kink
Has there
shaming.
been a time when
It's ain't my thing. I'm gonna
Did they
probably
used
be
to do
over here
that? They used to kink shame?
I mean, that's what they at least call it now. Make fun of you for what you might be into. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
When did they do that? When did that conversation come up?
No, it was always there. They just started calling it kink shaming in the last few years. We figured out a term for
bastards.
it. So
Well,
I'm almost scared to ask.
how do you
when
start?
that's-
What
yeah.
happened? Like for me, like jumping from like watching porn to actually having sex, or that's a jump.
No,
Or-
It's a baby jump.
No, I'm talking about how do you jump from?
you got to start before that. When was the first time you realized you like hurting something?
Oh shit!
High school.
High school?
Yeah. Yeah. A senior
I
year.
forgot it's more than sex.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not even a kink thing. I mean, I'm sure what he's talking about is sex.
Absolutely a fucking.
He's like,
You see this? I only seen like one toy, and it's definitely a fucking sex thing.
yeah, for sure. It was. Man,
Look how he's dressed.
So
I want to fuck him later.
So high school was the first time he was like, "Look at this thing's getting real hard right now."
Yeah,
It's
I just did like someone was like trying to be a little kinkier and stuff.
Stab a butterfly,
Yeah,
and you're like, God damn, fucking hard.
and they wanted spanked like lightly, and I did it, and I was just like, oh, I need to do this more. Oh yeah. She didn't like it after I spit in her mouth right afterwards, but I did.
Jesus.
It's gonna get worse than that. I can
That's-
feel it.
that's
It's
what
gonna
I
get
knew.
worse than that.
That was the first step?
Yeah. Light spanks and me taking control and just spitting in someone's mouth in high school. Like, and that really showed me, like, oh, damn, you got problems, but they're good problems to have.
I mean,
Like, that
I
was
guess I could make you a few bucks on the internet.
he's like, I have fun with this problem. It's not. Well, it's not even. I'm not even gonna say it's a problem. If you got consent, I mean, that's just
Yeah.
how
Oh, yeah.
the world works.
If someone's
right?
finding you to
If
have
we're
it
free.
done to them.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess here is the thing. I mean, he kind of touched on it in that previous question, but I wanted to start with like the first time you felt like you, like, yeah, I enjoyed that.
Microphone.
Was it like a porn thing before that? Was you like watching bitches get choked out and shit? And
I never actually watched that stuff.
you was experiencing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I was interested, but I was like, I'd rather just do it myself.
Did you have any uncles or anything that touched you or molested you?
2 or 3.
That's what I figured. You seem like that.
Yeah. But I can thank them, and all the bitches can thank them for making me this way.
I think that's a really gracious way to look at it.
Yeah. See, I don't see it as trauma or anything. I see it as just building me stronger.
They probably cared.
They cared about what they wanted at the time.
I don't.
They cared about him.
Oh,
I'm sure of it.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Love is like real love. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Closer kin, the deeper in.
That's right. So, man, step 2, you turn into a fucking adult. Well, yeah, you
Okay.
become an adult. And how do you seek out? We won't even name towns or nothing where you were at. I mean, people are clearly going to know you're probably where we're at right now. They know where we're at, but like it wasn't around here. I know that for a fact.
No.
But how do you? Is it to do the ease of like social media and stuff? Obviously, to reach out and catch, link up with people real quick. How do you even?
Do they come
into
to
a
you?
world where now I don't know. I won't even. You don't have to answer this number so here's what I'm about to ask too. So,
Okay.
how many people would you say you've been in relations with doing in this environment? How do you get into that world? How did you find from like the high school thing, find out what you was into?
Back to getting started.
As I got older and moved out of like a super small town, more people were open and more like me in certain ways. So I was like, oh, I don't have to hide this anymore. So then I opened myself up a little bit, and my God, it opened an entirely
It opened
new
like
world.
this fucking wide.
Yeah. Opened an entirely new world for me, and it has been amazing ever since.
And it's a big community too, right?
Oh, hell yes. Like, it is far more than you would ever imagine.
Which you always hear of it. We're humans. We're all just still a bunch of monkeys with all of our whatever we're into.
Yeah.
And yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. We got murderers in this world. It don't surprise me somebody likes to have some rough sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
That ain't no surprise. That ain't shocking. Like fucking. I get that there'd be the taboo about it because if you are like inflicting pain, someone enjoys getting, like to a certain. So now let's jump into number of experiences, whatever. If you want, you don't have to. You can skip any fucking thing we ask you. We're not planning none of this. We didn't want to see nothing. We didn't want to know nothing.
What's the craziest thing that someone's asked you to do to them?
I
might ask that too early, but I felt like I was ready to hear it.
I've actually had people try to legally make contracts that would let me not get in trouble if they accidentally died.
What was your response? Where do I sign?
Yeah. I was like, let me find
Does this
out.
hold up? Does
Yeah.
this hold up?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, if this
Can't
is
imagine.
legally possible.
Dr. Kevorkian said it doesn't.
Yeah. So then when I found out it wasn't legally possible, I was like, fuck. So then I didn't do that. But I have had multiple encounters with people. It's like, oh, if I die, I don't care, sort of thing. And it is always the most fucking extreme shit. And it's like the best high you've ever had in your life when you're in that moment doing that with them.
Well, because that's what you're into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be terrified.
I'm over here weak-kneed right now thinking about this whole scenario.
I'm scared.
Because terrified.
Yeah.
My balls
Yeah, when
Tight.
tight as fuck. Like,
Tight,
I'm
right
not
up against
horny
you.
at all.
Try to sneak into your butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they always do that.
Well, not yours usually. It's somebody
Yeah,
else's.
somebody else's, but
But this,
Just number of experiences then. I mean, again, if you want to avoid that one, I've heard
it's in
I've
the
heard
hu-
rumors.
It's in the hundreds.
That's what I'd heard.
And I lost count after several hundred.
Oh, okay, so it was
It could be, yeah, I'm guessing it's somewhere between like 800 to 1,000. And that's just like full on fucking. That's not
not all. That's the
That's-
beating somebody or
so when you get with these girls that say, "I don't care if I die," what is your limit?
death. Like I will do whatever and anything and make sure that they don't die, but anything less than death,
I can
I'm
imagine.
perfectly fine.
Learning
with.
CPR real fucking
Hey, how
well.
many times have you done? I've heard of horror stories of people like, even for maybe a co-host here, you know, you knock somebody out and then you're over here like a little freaking out. You're trying to wake them up real lightly, gently, like, hey, you okay? You
Yeah.
okay? Many of those experiences at all?
I'm not joking when I say like 1 out of every 3 people I encounter go unconscious. Yeah.
Didn't NXS write a song about that? Or is that how that's how
Is that
you
in the
died?
contract though?
It's-
They signed the contract.
Oh, they don't have signed
Oh, that's
contracts about
common.
it.
Getting knocked out's just common. I
Yeah.
know you
Yeah, that's
Danny, didn't you say you had a buddy that talked about the fact he had his technique for knocking himself
Oh, my
out?
buddy, he would masturbate and wrap a towel around his neck, and then so tight he would cringe it down, and we would pass out. He'd fucking wake back up because he would let go of the towel. That way he wouldn't die.
They call that something, dude. What? There's a name for that.
autoerotic.
There he
Yeah.
goes. There you go.
Danny was always right there with him. He just always watched.
Yeah, I was just watching. I'm like, you didn't die that time either, man. Nah.
Yeah. That was the NXS. That's how, ain't that how Carradine died too? Was it David Carradine and Michael Hutchins from NXS both died from like
No.
Who's Carradine?
erotic
sing for?
asphyxiation? Huh?
Autoerotic asphyxiation, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, it is. You're correct.
Who's Carradine?
David Carradine was, you didn't
Bill.
know him from Kill Bills, but he was like from Kung Fu show in the 70s.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah. I remember him. Man, he used to shave his head. In the
Yeah, he liked to get choked out while he fucked. And nothing wrong with
You'd have
that.
loved him.
Yeah.
You okay with this? You comfortable so far in this? You've never
Oh,
done
fuck
nothing like
yeah.
this before, right? I mean,
well,
you've done a lot of things. You haven't been interviewed by 2 fucking big hunks like this before.
Yeah. I mean,
Sexy motherfucker.
it's kind of hard to resist, honestly.
And and there's the reason you're not seeing. He ain't really worried about. He's made promises to people, and he don't want them to think he's out here talking about stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why you're not seeing him. This and that.
Yeah. Like I know it's
It's not really to protect him; it's to protect the people that you
Yes.
care
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
No.
No, he don't give a fuck. If you see him out in the bar, he'll tell you about it.
Oh yeah. In private, I'll definitely tell you everything.
Yeah, why he beat your fucking ass.
Yeah. Consensually.
Consensually. We got papers written up and everything already for this.
Oh yeah, I was going to sign one of those later.
Yeah, you might as well sign one for show. So we went to. You said the numbers, man. This is wild. I don't know. Everybody's here. I don't know if are we supposed to look at the camera more? You guys let us know at some point. We don't know. Give us little tips. Whatever you see, what you're doing. If you're here right now, still listen to this because I think this is. You don't see these conversations very often.
Are we live?
Hey, sometimes we're going to be talking about politics. We're going to be talking about so many different things wherever it takes us. We was actually.
This is one I was most.
We was actually
excited
talking about the
I think.
Drake Kendrick Lamar
yes.
fucking beef earlier, and I don't know nothing about it. Any of you guys know anything about
What's-
the Drake Kendrick Lamar beef going
No.
on?
No idea.
I know they
Well,
keep like
diss tracks and shits are involved.
diss
I
tracks
have
are good.
no fucking clue, dude.
Yeah, none of us do. We're not.
I think I'm from
Washington.
1971.
You're from 19 stupid, something like that. It was whatever that year was.
Wade might know. He's about to be here.
Wade about to be here.
Yeah, he might know what's going on.
Oh
with the-
man!
the
Oh,
beef.
he'll be more
Probably into
topical.
that.
Well, we all know it's a big election season, so we'll be talking about that. That's what we should have had. Should have had a segment called like political talk with a sadist.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whichever one looks more dominant, I will not vote for.
That's-
We need that submissive little bitch in there.
That's probably Biden mainly from the slow dementia
I mean-
stuff kicking in.
That's true.
But even though Trump likes to get pissed on, so that's probably.
Yeah, that's very
that's
submissive.
factual.
Oh shit.
Well, I don't know if that's factual. Don't quote.
Nah,
don't
come
quote
on.
me on that.
Yeah,
I mean,
quote it.
I
I
mean,
think they
sounds
said.
like
Actually, I
voting.
think they said most of that report was fake, but he probably got pissed on.
Come on, man.
Them people probably
I
have
pissed on
heavier
some
kinks
bitches by
than
accident.
even what you're into.
I mean, I like pissing on people.
You've done that.
Oh yeah.
I did it, but it's because I fucking passed out.
The times
You, that girl woke up.
you-
She's like, "You just pissed on me." I'm like, "Sorry, I was
how,
drunk."
How else are you supposed to clear the cum off of someone's face? Piss is a good option.
there's. You ain't chimed in yet. What do you think about that?
What do you think about their Dakota?
I'm speechless.
Hey, Dakota, I'm hydrated.
Hey, this is the type of shit I get subject my friends and stuff to. They get a call me, "Hey, won't you come help us fucking run this interview to somebody's a professional salmon, the whole shebang."
It's like,
Okay,
yeah,
go
we're
ahead.
So
bringing
have
a
you-
sadist on.
Have you you pissed on someone's face? Now, is it what was your piss color? I mean, you just let it get real nasty. You kind of do that. Or,
Well,
He don't look like he was hydrated.
I mean, yeah.
He looks
Or do you care? You know,
it depends. Honestly, if someone's going to drink the piss, I'll make sure it's like
Drink plenty of Kool-Aid.
yeah. I'll make sure it's like pure.
okay.
Like I sort of like detox my body and shit, and drink a lot of cranberry juice and stuff.
Not like 10 Mountain Dews. Dude.
Oh, no,
Just-
So fucking responsible, this guy.
Yeah, you gotta
Well,
be.
we're gonna start getting there quick. It's time to let's just skip there. We've talked. We're doing our thing here, all learning together here, learning how to do stuff like this.
Yeah, I'll teach you guys.
We're ready to learn about some equipment.
Oh,
Up in-
shit.
hey,
I forgot about this whole part.
holy shit! You know what I need to do? Do I need to go get those throwaway gloves? Or are you gonna touch
Yes,
anything? Or are you?
actually,
You guys got to hold it down for a
I don't
minute
give
while
a
I'm
fuck.
going.
I'll wash my hands after the.
I ain't
fucking
touching
interview.
shit without
I'll
gloves,
touch it.
but I ain't worried about touching it either. But that's just me. It's nothing. It ain't no thing.
Yeah.
Danny promises to lick the stuff clean, then I'll touch it.
Yeah,
I'll lick it clean.
we'll see how many of these Danny can fit. In
I
his,
want
mouth.
to see this. Let's all take a deep breath for what's
Done
about
with
to
these
happen
fucking
here.
questions. That's what. Let's see what we got.
And just because I like the sausage making, where we at on time? I wonder.
I have no clue. I don't even know when we. I don't even know. Has my microphone been on?
Yes.
I can't tell the time. It's up there.
Are we gonna edit that out? Or
No, you keep talking. Be natural, you fucking prick.
I'm not. You. Hey, pour me one, man.
Hey, first off, like this isn't all.
Not editing nothing out.
What is it?
Like this isn't all of my stuff. This is like just a very limited amount of
He was-
the stuff I use.
He was telling me earlier that a lot of his shit's in storage, right?
Yeah, going through a move right now, and a lot of my more intense shit is currently in storage, including all of my like leather restraints and my other gags and crops and all the other fun shit.
Keep talking. Somebody say something.
He was.
Hey, Dan got his paper again.
I want to know how much shit you got to have a fucking storage spot for your kink toys.
It's like
It's
a dress.
like laying in a box
If-
on top of his couch. Probably.
If you've seen like an 8 drawer dresser that's wide as well, and two totes, that's how much stuff I got.
Seems like hardly enough for a fucking storage space.
Well, it is whenever you're going through a move and don't have the space for it in
Oh,
your
gotcha.
current place.
Moving from, so you're into. Let's just. I was going to say talk about areas, but look, we don't. I know we want to get this stuff out of the way. because there's about to be some stuff.
Yeah, I don't want pink eye.
Hey, I sanitized some of it. Don't worry.
Yeah, some of it part is what I'm worried about.
We're going to do taste tests on all of them.
Yeah.
Taste test.
Yeah.
Taste which one
This
has
tastes like Justin Bieber.
taste which one has had the most blood on it.
Oh my god, dude. That's the worst type of shit that he says sometimes.
It just hits you, dude, deep.
Like, whenever you like just see blood for the first time, you get sort of like it's like your
Whitney.
adrenaline goes up, and it's just like, oh fuck.
If you're you're like, my jacket pumped up.
Yeah, you
It's
think
for-
that
it's for-
everybody feels this, but they don't. And that's the strange
Hey,
thing. That's
it's not strange, it's
that's
his
the strange
thing.
thing for me. Like I'm trying to feel what he
If
feels.
someone-
I try to be open minded on everything.
If you're strong-minded and strong-willed, you're into this. If you're weak, like
I might be a bitch.
yeah,
I might be like, well, we'll see.
We got a whole group chat about it.
yeah.
About you being a bitch.
Pretty much this whole one.
Yeah, we have a whole another YouTube channel
Oh.
devoted to Dan's a bitch.
It's called
Is
Dance
that
a
the
Bitch.
one every time I see DJs share something that's blocked from me?
Yep, that's the one.
Fuck my cousin, man. Fuck him.
Well, it's time to break us out. We've done the lead up to this. We're playing deep in this conference. We've talked about how you started, the first time you realized you liked this. I hope people aren't. I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. This is my first foray into this world. You don't give a fuck, and we're going to protect you regardless. But
Zero
fucking,
fucks given.
And hey, I think this has been a fun conversation as far as I'm concerned. Informative too.
Yeah.
Beyond fun, informative. And it's about to get wild up in this motherfucker. Check this out.
Yeah, like my first thing is because obviously cuffs are nice when you're restricting someone. It's nice, and there's also like kink tape. But what works best for me is duct tape because it sticks to the skin better, and they can't break out of it.
Hey, well, here's the thing. I was good. Here's what I got terrified when I first seen that. I thought that was that black gorilla tape. I was like, this motherfucker is killing people.
I have that as well, but I grabbed my duct tape one instead because the other ones are in storage. I got a box of the gorilla tape and different
All right,
colors.
demonstrate.
So how much-
What's the the first way? Say I'm new to this. I'm wanting to try this out.
Maybe he's just curious. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
How would you? What position would you put me in to duct tape me right now?
Like, obviously, if you talk to someone prior and they're all right with it, you would literally like grab their hands like firmly and then start taping them around or put them
This
behind.
way or behind the back?
It
Now-
depends on what you want them to do.
Do you add in a
while
little
they're
kissy
tied.
kiss?
Oh no, they usually get spit in the face or like a smack.
Jesus, I'd rather the smack. I think.
Because if I say something they don't listen, then I just smack them.
He can't even talk about it.
Because it sounds ridiculous coming out of his mouth. It's fucking crazy. He knows it's crazy, but he loves it. So
If they don't listen, and all of this is obviously if I have consent.
Yeah, it's consent. This is what
So
they're
I'm not
wanting.
gonna,
This is what they're wanting.
I'm not going to keep saying if consent. You should
Is
know
that
by
phone
now.
getting ringing? All right. I thought I was hearing something.
All of this is consensual and stuff. But yeah, if they don't listen, I make them listen. I smack them, degrade them,
That's
spank them.
basically the same thing I do to my family. It's not sexual. It's just a dominance thing. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, well we both get turned on by doing it. Me
so
and
it's
you both.
also humiliation then.
Yeah, like I
if you're
love
a master-
degrading
Oh,
someone.
okay. So that's part of
Oh,
the
yeah.
That was
sadism and
one of the things I was
masochism.
going to ask him
Yeah.
about. Is it just? Does some people just want humiliation?
Here's the thing. Dan's like a mix because he actually does it to himself in the mirror.
Okay.
He talks shit to himself and it turns him on like doubly.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're so stupid, Dan. But oh god, I'm hard. You turned up.
I gotta hit myself up before sometimes because you have to be in that headspace to do this properly. If I'm just my normal self, goofy self, then I won't be able
So
to.
this really is only feelings you have when you're actually worked up horny and put yourself
Oh,
in
no.
that environment.
No, I have
Or
them
you
all
wake
the
up in
time.
the morning and be like, I'm ready to whoop a bitch.
Oh yeah, it's honestly 24/7. It's like, let me go to my phone and let me see which of these 60 bitches snapping me that I can like beat today.
He stays busy. I'll tell you right now. I seen him working that fucking snapping.
So you,
Yeah, I've been banned off of Tinder
snapping
twice.
He been banned off Tinder twice. Your question?
so you just don't have normal sex anymore? It's like not
Normal
a thing.
sex is for like virgins,
Okay.
and for people that are
God
like
damn, hey, we ain't
weak.
kink shaming you. Don't kink shame us.
Hey,
What if I'm just in love, motherfucker? Shit. I just want to kiss a bitch.
They have to deserve kisses. Like you just don't kiss someone without them deserving it first.
This is.
I
I
feel
mean,
like they did deserve it. I was like,
we ain't broke shit out other than duct tape. We got. That's
gotta move
hilarious.
forward.
But we got a lot. This is going to turn into a 2-hour episode
it is.
with all kinds of editing and blurring involved. Oh, look at this.
A nice posture collar. A nice posture.
Now, what's this posture collar? Is that around the neck?
Oh yeah, and it's makes in the shape of it is so they can't put their head down and look away from you. So
Oh,
they
so
always
that's why
have to
it's
be
thick.
looking at you. Yeah, yeah,
And then with the
I don't
chain, you're like,
understand.
look at me. Looking.
yeah.
I
So,
might be getting hard right now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
is
My balls are dropping for the
Yeah,
first
'cause-
time.
whenever you ask someone to like look you in the eyes, and most of the time they're like too shy or something, but if they can't look away from you, it kind of makes them, and that makes it more like intense of a moment.
Move my water.
That's wow. We got duct tape and a fucking
All right.
bedazzled thick ass choker going on up here. Oh no, these are the
Is that
ones.
my AirPods I've been looking for?
These are the ones you're supposed to wear. You ready? We don't have the batteries. I don't
Yeah.
think. Fuck.
You don't have the
This-
batteries?
This is nipple clamps that
Give me
are
one.
electrified,
No.
and they can shock you like very badly, but very goodly as well if that's what you're into.
What's common? Do you run into people that are kind
That
of
was
new
a
to the
double A
game?
shock? That ain't that bad.
Hold on, like, but how does it? Do you run into people like new to the game? They want the real low because there's clearly
Yeah.
multiple strengths here.
Yeah.
How strong is the hardest part? The
You
hardest
will
setting?
feel it in your whole body. Like
Have you ever done it?
I've did it to several people.
Have you had it done to you? You're like,
No.
that's not my thing.
It's not for me. Again, I enjoy hurting people, not being hurt.
sadist, not the masochist.
Yeah. But no, it can definitely.
Now, how much so far? How much money are we looking at, Tab? I know what this runs. I've seen this at Dollar General. It's probably $5.
this one I think is around $80 because it's like leather and stuff.
I checked out the quality build of it. I'm not sure I want to touch it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't bring my rubber gloves down.
And this was about $10, so an easy
$10?
Yeah, that's it.
Become a sadist right now.
You know what I mean?
For the
that
cheap price
seems.
of $10?
Yeah,
All right, pull something else out, man.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. That looks like $10 nipple shockers.
Yeah,
I bet there's some fancier ones, aren't there?
oh
I
yeah.
guarantee there.
But that's if you care.
And you literally was like, I'm out of battery. You just must not be that into it. He's like, you got any AAA batteries? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, take them out of your TV remote just so I can shock some tits.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Your
Now
dad's
things
like,
getting
what the
serious.
fuck is the remote batteries?
This is where Dan's going to get into it.
Yeah,
Oh.
here's a nice ball gag leather.
Is this entry level? What we're talking about here?
It's for all levels because I mean, someone that's in like just
I like how
now
you can
started.
breathe through it.
Yeah, see, I used to
That
have
would
a
help me.
classic rubber one.
I
but,
can imagine slobbering like a son of a bitch trying
It
to wear
kept
that
getting
thing.
chunks bitten out of it, and so I just had to go with a plastic one, so I don't have to replace it all the time.
A ping pong ball.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, that breathe through option's extra good. That's a good touch.
Yeah, that way it's
I was thought-
Aerodynamic.
Every time I seen it before, I was like, that seems a little bit too uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want to restrict my air, but hell, I might be into a ball gag if there's some air holes.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't bring my open mouth gag, but it's even better.
It'd even probably be easier to suck dick if there were air holes in your dick. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
There is
Think about
one.
Well, they got it in their mouth though.
Mine
Unless
has
your
one.
butthole. Well, I guess you consider your butthole if you take
He
the
has a-
long.
Yeah.
If you take the long way.
Yeah,
Fucking. It's fucking.
other one.
Oh no!
bride.
I think he broke us out earlier. We said we don't want to see
broke
none of
this
this.
out
We want
earlier.
to be. We want to see this shit fresh without knowing nothing.
I didn't
you
want
And
to.
if this is only this first few many steps, I'm terrified of what's after this sumbitch. Because this sumbitch
Just
already
think you're
terrified
coming on
everybody
pointy
standing here
spikes.
right now.
It's a nice, like, I know it's
Now what's
long.
this? Is this now? Is it, again, is this what's
The-
this run you?
will
What's
you-
it? To give us price. Let's basically do
I'll
an
hold
ad
it, I'll
here.
hold it, I don't give a
Okay,
shit.
this one was about $20.
He's touching it.
Yeah.
That's been all the way up into a butthole.
Hold it away from the blur of his face.
Hold it there, Dan, while he does it. Check this
Yeah.
out.
See, once you insert it, you can inflate it.
Dude, don't explode this thing into my
He knows.
face.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and this is a ass plug. So this ain't for your pussy or anything. This goes in your ass.
We got a visitor came in. An ass plug.
Yeah, this one goes in your ass, and you will.
How do you
feel
release
it.
it? If I'm screaming right now, I'm like, turn it off! How do you release that pressure?
If you use the safe word, if you use the safe word,
From what I've heard, they don't have a choice in the matter. They signed a contract.
yeah, and then I'll release it.
It just fucking boop.
Yeah,
All right. Just put it on that wooden table.
Woo-wee, right there. That was that's terrifying.
only got two more left.
The homie Wade just walked up in here.
Wade Gillette.
We don't want to
What's
threaten
up,
his
Wade?
career with the wildness happening here. Holy, I don't. I can only take it. Hey, let's not. Hey, we got to do guesses here. Stop. Don't you announce one more thing. Don't you announce one more thing. Everybody here, you don't have to be on camera. He just pulled his next toy out. We all got to guess what this is for.
I thought it was like, just
I
fucking
think I
grab a
know. I
hold of
think
a
I know.
motherfucker.
I think I know already.
Oh, hey, pick someone up, hang that on the wall, pick him up.
He's holding this
in their
bitch
ass?
upside down. I'm sure he is.
Oh,
All right.
I bet it snaps around your waist and then sticks up in your butthole or pussy, either one.
oh, this is an anal hook.
Anal hook.
And
I knew what I was seeing. Anal hook.
It connects to a collar, so and you can tighten it. So if
Wait,
they
it
move
connects
their
around your neck?
yeah, and up
you're
your
like,
ass,
Right in.
up your ass, up your back, and then connects around your neck. You can tighten it so if they move their head at all, it gets deeper into their ass.
Danny's so hard
It's-
right
it's
now.
been
I'm
used.
confused.
Yeah,
Taste it.
Has that been in your ass?
fine.
No, he's the giver, not the
Yeah.
taker.
Yeah, I mean it's still got some residue on it. You can have it though.
It smells like batteries.
It's from all the
Hey, see
blood.
if it has that 9-volt tang on it when you put your tongue on it. Don't do it. Even though that's easier to clean, I'm more worried about the leather than I am that fucking metal ball.
Yeah,
So as an anal hook is what that's called.
yeah.
I like this game.
Hit it with
I
some
guess-
WD-40.
I like the
Move
guessing.
on.
I like guessing what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's a good move.
That was fun.
One more, sadly,
So,
but I saved the best for last.
Oh shit!
so
No,
dude-
there's
Are you
stuff
ready?
here.
Are you
Okay,
ready
let
for
me
that?
see what you breaking out because I know you got more stuff than that.
I know, but I sadly didn't bring it.
Yeah, you. They might have just seen that and not seen it. But you got to break out the this. God damn, I got to touch it.
It's under his leg? What the fuck is this?
I just pulled that out of my butthole. Actually, look at that.
Here you go.
I'm a man.
Is it a bamboo?
A bamboo whipping cane, custom made, with leather handle, purple and gold.
Fuck that. You got some crazy bitches around you, dude. I wouldn't trust these bitches around you.
And I
If
made
they like stuff like this, they're gonna steal your wallet.
whenever
Dan says that from experience, by the way.
Yeah.
And there was no canes involved.
There's no canes. I just got my wallet stolen.
Wow. You don't want to say. You don't know. Yeah, you just had your mic.
I don't want to. Yeah, I got kids.
it's a
man.
little
Everyone's terrified to do this shit with me. I see why. I get it. Woo-wee.
it's a little bent where I've used it a lot.
Hey,
It's like,
he's gonna
if
show-
you can't
we-
hear that at home, it's that's what the fuck that thing's.
We
doing.
ain't gonna show it here, but he's got pictures that we're not gonna show in here. You guys will get to see.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker right here, how many bitches has this thing slapped?
Oh.
No, is it just women or is it also men?
Just women.
Okay, I figured that was the way you use it.
I respect men too much.
Well, because here's the thing, it's like, oh no,
What happened?
Because I've never been able to fuck. I've never been able to fuck something I respect.
I was gonna be like, well, at least he ain't a. You know the word I was thinking of right there.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But,
Christian. Christian.
Yeah. I'm only.
So how many?
A couple hundred. Yeah. It's seen its
Good
fair
numbers.
share because they have a guarantee on it.
Times his
yeah,
mind by like 80.
that it has like a warranty or whatever. I need to see if they can still do that warranty because it is definitely getting far more bent than what I
Me and
thought
him
it would.
both gonna have pink eye after this fucking show.
I ain't touched nothing.
For sure. I've waved it close enough to my face. I feel like my eyes tingling.
Well, you gave them all a taste test before the show.
Yeah.
No, we got these raw. He's got this thing right here. He's about to break out. That's he's gonna have to explain it. We don't have to guess what this is. It's clear what this motherfucker is. Yeah. Everybody, if you're still here hanging
It's
out, at this
Dakota's
point,
forearm. it
boy,
looks
oh
like.
boy, you're in for some wild rides on this show. Don't let that thing hit my arm ever.
This is
Big Pete.
What's this one called?
it's a dragon dick. It's
And it called. What's the fucking
Price on
MSRP
it?
price?
this one was $135.
That's not bad.
That's a good deal on dragon dicks.
Yeah,
People-
and it's-
They should be going for way
People
more than
pay
that,
a
I
lot
feel
more for a lot less dick.
yeah.
like. Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah, really.
I haven't met someone that could fit it in them just yet, but I'm trying.
He's to your right.
Oh, well, we'll let you know how it goes after the show.
What's that mean?
I like this one because it has a plunger on it, so you can make it. It's used for like lube and stuff, just to help this continually keep going in you. But it doesn't help because
Sounds like a yeast infection waiting to happen.
because people usually are crying before it gets halfway. Tears of pain and misery, but then I just try to push it harder. So
Oh, here's the thing. Here's what I know he's doing right now. For all the people at this point that have been like, what the fuck's he talking? I know you told me this thing's brand new.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, I didn't force this actually to nobody.
No, my old one though. It was.
Oh,
older
you had
than this.
another one of these.
Yeah.
Now do these wear out like other things do? And it was like
He
down
probably
here.
told you it was brand
just
new,
wore it
so-
out. You know what I mean?
He probably told you it was brand new.
What
so
happened? Why did you have to
touch it.
replace it? What happened that you replaced one?
It's it got stuck in certain areas that are tighter than it should have been shoved into.
Oh,
and it
God.
started like splitting.
What started splitting?
Both them
I'm getting
and
queasy.
my toy. So I didn't. I mean, I could have just like super glued it back together, but I was like, I'll just get another one.
Now here's the thing.
that's
That was the first
cross-contamination.
giveaway. Now we're gonna
can't do
block
that.
your voice, and that was the first time we could tell you was a hillbilly. He was like, I could have super glued it together, but it's,
I wonder where he's from. around
yeah,
here.
all of a
Southern
sudden the
Ohio.
fucking map narrows. So fucking real-
I just put some duct. I'll just put some of my.
yeah,
duct
you got
tape
that.
on
That's
it.
why I keep the duct tape.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'll make it where the duct tape is the cock ring for it.
Well, that'd be. Well, man, my God, we've been going on
You
for
like
a
the way it
minute.
jiggles?
Well, well, here's the thing. It's dude, that shit don't bother me. Like, it don't bother me that you get to have the fun. You get to have the fun.
Yeah.
It's all consensual. So
Yeah. Even CNC is consensual.
What is that?
Well,
Consent, non-consent.
well, explain that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a lawyer, right? Or I'm a judge. You're a lawyer.
Yeah.
Consent, non-consent
Explain
is if someone is into a certain like fantasy or like scene that they want, and it's them like trying to get away type thing. They like them feeling almost under attack. The hard R word is like R fantasy, and this is just like a different variation on it. And it can definitely get intense. The first time I did it,
Wait,
felt.
is it where someone screams no, but you don't stop?
Oh yeah, like you do anything you
Jeez.
like anything you can to go, like, keep doing it. The first time I did it, I felt a little like fucked up afterwards, but after I did it about another 10, 15 times, and I just got used to it, and it's one of my favorite
I gotta
things.
watch how many drinks I have around this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, like it is far more fun than I imagined.
Hey, was there a paper I needed to sign or something? DJ was telling me something I needed to sign.
He had it here somewhere.
I think it's on the thing over there.
I don't think we'll do anything, but we'll have you sign the paper anyways. But we'll
It's
make
one of those. Oh, one of those.
Just in
consensual
case,
things
just in
for
case.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I got.
You might end up having fun with it.
Hey! 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 What the fuck?
Remember that contract you signed?